straight into your soul. She wore almost nothing. Her room had red lights, there was smoke in the background, and soft music played. This is the story of Brian and Anita. It started with scrolling, a video, a picture. Nothing serious at first. But then came the touching, the pleasure, the silence after. Brian and Anita didn't sleep with anyone, yet something was using them, taking their strength, stealing their peace, and they had no idea what was really happening. Brian and Anita were childhood friends. Every day, they walked to school together. Every evening, they played outside, shared food, and laughed like nothing else in the world mattered. Their families were close. People around them called them brother and sister. But deep in their hearts, they were more than that. They had a silent kind of love, a love that didn't need words. It started small when they were children. When Brian was angry, Anita could calm him with just one look. When Anita was sad, Brian would sit with her in silence. Their connection was deep, strong, pure. But life started changing. After secondary school, they went to different universities. They lived in different cities. They started working in different places. Life moved on, but their bond remained. They still called each other, still laughed on the phone, still sent birthday messages, but something had changed. They were no longer children. They were adults now, and adulthood came with a deep, painful feeling called loneliness. At night, Brian would lie in bed and feel empty. He had a job, he had goals, but something was missing. He missed Anita. He missed her smile, her voice, her comfort. But he was afraid to tell her how he truly felt. He didn't want to destroy their friendship. Anita also felt the same. She had friends, she had a good job, but deep inside she felt something was missing too. At night she would cry silently. She also missed Brian, but just like him, she was afraid to speak. And in that silence, the enemy came in. One night, Brian was scrolling through his phone. He saw a video of a woman named Zara. She had long black hair, red lips, and eyes that looked straight into your soul. She wore almost nothing. Her room had red lights, there was smoke in the background, and soft music played. In the video, Zara seductively said, "You're watching me, aren't you? I see you." Brian felt something wake up inside him as Zara touched her lips and swayed her hips. He clicked the video, then another, then another. Before he knew it, he had watched 10 videos. Then he touched himself. At first it felt good, but after it was over he felt tired, weak, empty. "Just this once," Brian said weakly. But the next night he came back, then again, then again. Masturbation became a habit. Every night he would watch videos. Every night he would touch himself. But every time he finished he felt worse. He didn't know he was falling into a trap. Anita also started falling. She saw a video of a man named Eli. He wasn't naked. He wasn't loud. He was calm, clean, gentle. "You are special. I feel you. I see you," Eli said softly and gently. Anita felt her heart beat faster. That night she watched his videos again and again. Then she started imagining him touching her. She also touched herself. She masturbated, and when it was finished, she cried. But the following night, she returned. She couldn't stop. What they didn't realize was this. Zara and Eli were not ordinary people. They were not merely internet models or influencers. They were spiritual traps, instruments of darkness, demonic spirits manifesting through human images. They appeared beautiful, but they were not truly alive. Zara was once a struggling model. No money, no fame. One night, a man dressed in black appeared and told her, "I can make you famous, but you must feed us." "Feed you how?" Zara asked curiously. The man in black said with a persuasive and sinister tone, "Make men lust after you. Make them touch themselves. Their desire will open spiritual doors. Their energy, their glory, their strength will become yours." She agreed. Her first video went viral. She became popular overnight, her videos captivating thousands. But each time a man masturbated to her videos, a piece of his soul entered her. She became more beautiful, more powerful, but behind the scenes, she was dying. Her eyes became strange, her skin became cold. She looked alive, but she was empty. Eli was the same. He used to be ignored. Now women worshipped him. but he never touched them. He didn't need to. Their thoughts and imaginations gave him power. Every time a woman fantasized about him, he grew stronger. Their moans became his weapons. Their pleasure gave him access to their souls. Brian started changing. He couldn't think clearly. He became tired all the time. He stopped chasing his dreams. He started seeing Zara in his dreams. Her eyes stared at him. He heard whispers in his room. One day he looked in the mirror and saw a dead version of himself. Anita changed too. She cried for no reason. She couldn't pray. She couldn't focus. Eli appeared in her dreams. He stood by her window, smiling. He didn't touch her, but she felt used. That's what masturbation does when it's tied to lust. It gives you a few minutes of pleasure, but takes away your strength, your joy, and your purpose. It opens spiritual doors, doors you don't see, but they are real. One night, Brian had a dream. He saw Zara sitting on a throne made of skulls. Men were crawling around her, crying. She laughed and said, "You gave me everything." He woke up shaking. He deleted the videos. He cried like a baby. That same week, Anita had a dream. Eli held a chain and said, "You belong to me now." She woke up sweating and whispered, "I need help." Then Brian called her. They met at their old park bench. They looked at each other. They were tired, broken, scared. Brian said, "I've been falling." Anita whispered, "Me too." They cried together, and for the first time they told each other the truth. Anita remembered something her grandmother once said, "When your spirit is heavy, go and see Mama Dalu." They traveled to Mama Dalu's village. When they arrived, she was already waiting. Without them speaking, she said, "You've been feeding the spirit of lust." They were shocked. Mama Dalu took them into a small prayer hut. She gave them mirrors, herbs, and lit a candle. As they looked in the mirror, their reflections changed. Brian saw himself chained. Anita saw herself drowning. Mama Dalu said, "Every time you masturbated to those videos, you opened a door. A spirit entered. It took your fire, your joy, your peace." They cried, "Can we be free? Anita, can we be free?" Anita asked, hopeful yet anxious. "Yes," Mama Dalu replied, determined and supportive. "But you must fight." Mama Dalu gave them instructions. Burn every connection, delete every video, stop going back. Fast, pray, speak life over yourself. And one last thing, stop hiding your love. Because love is healing, but lust is death. "I've always loved you," Brian said, sincere and vulnerable. "I love you too," Anita responded, relieved and loving. They hugged, and their healing began. Not with drugs, not with therapy, but with truth, with prayer, with honesty, with love, with God. This story is not to make you feel ashamed. It's not to judge you. It's to open your eyes. Masturbation is not just a habit. Sometimes it is a spiritual exchange. Each time you use someone's body in a video to touch yourself, you may be giving something away, and you may be opening doors to darkness.